You sit by and let it happen. And Twitter, you're no angels either. You allow Anthony Kumia to post pictures of my transgender child. YouTube is Google, if you didn't know. And they're allowing it. Army Major, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Sorry I'm late, but just jumping in on what you were saying, I wrote two things down. First off, it said ignore them. Let me tell y'all, that's what you want to do. You want to ignore these people, but understand that these people, they don't stop. They just don't stop, and they do everything in their power. The mere fact that me and John have become friends, and I'm on his show often, I now have John Melendez haters coming on my stuff and throwing stones at me, and they say horrible things, and I mean, they start off by saying that Richard Ojeda and John's mother, that's the kind of stuff that they do, and it's really hard. It's really hard to just let that stuff go by when these people would never say it to your face. They would never ever come to you face to face. And then also, it's like Adidas, what they did by kicking Kanye to the curb, and somebody wrote, well, they took their sweet time. They don't give a shit about him talking about other people. They don't give a shit about half of these hacks out here doing these things. They only care about if it starts to affect their money.
As MJ said, Tony Michael does too. Tony Michaels is getting the same hate from these same people. And the problem with that is Tony's co-host, Gabe, I always get it wrong, Gabe Sanchez, happens to be Hispanic. On one of these shows, on his Discord, they post anti-Hispanic shit on a regular basis. Army Major, where is Discord? That they allow it. Where?
It's bullshit.
Where are these big companies? Where are these companies, Army Major?
Yeah.
They allow it. They profit from it. And, for those that go, just ignore them. It's getting to the point that you can't, because if anybody had a kid who's getting attacked, it's impossible to ignore at some point.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you got trolls, like this guy here. It says his username is Ojeda looks like Pluto from The Hills Have Eyes, and then he says, we know what you did to those Iraqi brown boys, Blinky Ojeda. This is a person that never would have the guts to say that to my face, but feels comfortable sitting behind a friggin' keyboard using somebody else's profile picture, running his mouth. And that's the lowest of the low. And this friggin' guy, he may be laughing and shit right now, but make no mistake about it, this is a person who lives a miserable existence. This guy probably hasn't been laid in years, decades. This guy probably knows that he doesn't have the courage to go face to face with anybody, so he sits behind a keyboard and types in bullshit. These are cowardly motherfuckers. Fact.
Oh, yeah, of course. But here's the thing. Look, they're going to do this, and they love that, because I normally don't bring them up because I don't care. But I do care when it's about my kids. That's when because then they've crossed the line. You know what I mean? Thank you, VHS, for the $5. I don't know.
Absolutely. What I usually do is I just go ahead and remove them.
But
make
no mistake. These are right wingers.
Oh, absolutely.
It all makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, they can't stand the fact that we have a friggin' microphone and we have followers and we absolutely speak truth to power about the shit that's going on in this country. They can't stand that, and that's just how it is. They're mad because, I don't know because, I know some of these people that you're going back and forth with. I think some of them have sent me messages. And at the end of the day, I'm like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?